Hooby-doo, it's everyone's favorite boomer and vintage lens enthusiast, and we're going to discuss yet again using the NOVOFLEX NIKKOR to EOS adapter. And it's very easy to use. There's a red dot. Where's the red dot? Red dot, red dot. Okay, let's try it like this. Now remember, there's the Nikon way and there's the Canon way. So this one goes on the Nikon way. Then you get your Canon EOS DSLR, and you put the red dot there. Bada bing, bada boom, right? So this is the NIKKOR 50mm 1:1.4. This little tab either means it's AI or AIS. And the results came out fantastic. This is the Rebel SL2, which is a 24 megapixel camera. They took the guts from the T5i and they put it in a cheaper body. And brand new, it was like under $500, believe it or not. This is one of the few cameras I bought new. I learned my lesson. I buy everything used now. But I couldn't resist because it had built-in time lapse. So, what are the things? It has to serve a dim viewfinder. It's not a pentaprism, it's a pentamirror. But 1.4 made the image bright enough and snappy enough that I could get really good focus. I think I only used the live view once or twice, and that was it. So I didn't have any troubles at all. Well, let's see. Can we demonstrate the live view? Yeah, let's demonstrate the live view. So you just put this button. I gotta stop down a little bit. There you go. It does focus down to 1.5 feet, but of course I'm too close for that. But the live view does work, see? And you can't focus with it. So there's that. So it's an excellent camera and excellent lens combination. It was getting a little past the peak of fall colors, but everything was still colorful. So of course I ran to the park. I took pictures far away. I took pictures close up and in between. I did the old some pictures. I took a 1:1 crop, which I called B, and then you could see that it was really fine. In fact, I almost didn't have to process any of them. No post-processing except to resize to fit this film format. No sharpening, no level adjustment, no contrast, no brightness. It's right out of the camera. This is a beautiful lens. It's worth hunting around to get one in excellent condition. Why bother with someone else's piece of crap that they abused? Oh, I got it cheap. Now, some people say, yeah, I got one that looks brand new for $25, you know, and they snicker about it. Well, you know, where I live, the thrift stores are caught on to it, and they marked everything up now. So I go to my favorite used camera store, KEH, and that's where I get my stuff. And when their stuff is excellent, it's excellent. So there's that. So let's jump right into the slideshow, and then you can see for yourself what it's all about. So it's the NIKKOR, any NIKKOR F lens, the NOVOFLEX adapter, and any Canon EOS DSLR. It's a really nice combo. NIKKOR 50mm 1:1.4 F mount. It's on a Canon EOS DSLR SL2. And I went to the park. Oh, you see there's a little boat there? This is a B picture, a 1:1 crop, and there's a little boat there. This is like a telephoto lens. You know, I got the 1.8, and this is as good or better than the 1.8. And maybe just a teeny weeny, itty bitty little bit softer at 1.4, but as soon as you stop it down to F2, it's just the same. So if you're thinking about getting the 1.8 or 1.4 and they're excellent condition and about the same price, I would go with the 1.4. That's my opinion. This was an excellent combination. I mean, I couldn't believe how colorful and sharp, and the lack of post-processing, nothing. I was just like, cropping, resizing, and dropping them in without sharpening, without adjusting the levels. I mean, that's par for the course with a lot of photography, and any lens, basically. So it was like, saved me a lot of time and effort. And the colors were just fantastic. You could see a lot of trees were down, and they were bare, But this is some knob on a log that I've been taking, and you can compare to some of the other shots I took with other lenses. I mean, it's super sharp. All right, everything's at f8 or f11, but I mean, it's a fantastic lens. Fantastic lens. Now, you can see a lot of trees are down, and these are the ones that were lingering a little bit, and they're standing out, and it's just fantastic. Fantastic. This is at f11 because you can see all the branches in the further away are still in focus. It's a fantastic lens. And the camera combination too. You know, there's these reds and the yellows. They just stick out now because all the other trees around them had dropped. And that's what it was like. Instead of all the trees blooming out at one time, some went early, some went a little later, and then some went very later. And believe it or not, in the first week of November, there's still one or two hardy oak trees that still had some colorful leaves on them. And say this one tree would blaze out for 3 days, drop all its leaves. You walk by, and there's this carpet of red or yellow leaves on the ground, and then a day later, they were all brown. You know, they went that quick. So was it as good as some autumns in the past? Well, not really, but still there's a lot of photo ops and colorful things to take pictures of. And I was using it to test this lens and all the other lenses. And all I could say is this is an admirable lens. Oh my God. The micro contrast, the image quality, everything. It's just a great lens. It's like freaked me out. You know, it was just, I could say this is one of my favorite lenses now. You know, if I could get rid of all my other 50 millimeters and just keep this one. Unless you wanted something faster like a 1.2. The detail is just so fantastic. F11, yeah, F11 was great. No signs of diffraction, messing things up. It's just fantastic. I mean, this looks sort of like when you were standing there, what it looked like. Of course, you zoom up on it. I mean, this tree might have been like 100 feet away, and you know, with the 50 millimeter, doesn't, especially on a crop sensor, doesn't have like a wide field of view. So it was one of those things where, you know, you walk around 50 millimeter, you either got to walk up closer to something or you back up away from it. So that's what you have to do. So that's what it's like, a manual zoom lens in a way. So this tree had some green in it, and so that means it was just starting to turn yellow. But you see all the other trees are bare. A lot of them, you know, they just sort of changed a little bit and then dropped because we had a terrible drought throughout the summer. And then we finally got some rain in October, and that perked up a lot of trees. And they became very colorful at the last minute, so to speak. And now we're getting more rain, and now the canopy is completely open. We're getting more normal rainfall in the end of October and through early November now. But of course, then that's good. We don't have to worry about forest fires. Last year in 2024, it was so dry. There were some big, huge forest fires, and I had to drive by them on the way to and home from work. And I seen like flames of fire like leaping 100 feet into the air. And I was scared because I lived in a wooded area nestled between two state forests. I said, oh, what happens if the forest fires come here and my house burns down? Oh my God. Well, luckily it didn't happen. Of course, the area has been all built up, more so than in the past. No post-processing. Look at that. That's a one-to-one crop. Oh my God, at the minimum focus. My God. Yeah, this one tree was blazing out. This one lasted the longest, like a week, a whole week. So I took a picture from one angle, and then I stepped around and took another picture of another angle. So if someone could use the AI to make a 3D model of this tree from these two pictures, right? And the colors were just everywhere you looked. I mean, you sort of had to zoom up on it a little bit, but still, they were there. And Nikon NIKKOR 50mm f1.4. I don't know if it's an AI or AIS. It has that little tab on it. Often I think I should take this tab off because I don't need it, and then I could just throw it in like a little pill bottle, and when I go to sell lens I could put it back on, because some people, oh, you took the little tab off, I'm not buying it. See that structure there on the left side of your screen? And this is a telephoto shot, 1:1 crop. Yeah, that's Goat Island. I've never been there. I see people boating and kayaking, but I've never seen anybody on that island. It's probably full of snakes and ticks and fleas and everything. But some people, they took the time to build that structure. Maybe it's a chimney for campfire, or it used to be part of a house or something. I don't know. Oh, the colors are beautiful. I mean, I get there early, and it's 10:30, but that was daylight savings time, which is really 9:30, and the sun was low, and it was like had this striking backlit of the leaves, so they were like translucent. I like to get pictures of branches in front of things because it makes it look sort of a stained window effect or something. Imagine going to church or temple and it had a stained window like that. Now, another thing I want to point out, this lens is super sharp, and the camera records that faithfully, but often you'll see the colors look muddy because there may be detail there, but it trades detail for colors, like it aliases the fine detail. Someone once said, Intel once said, the brightness of a point is more important than the color of a point, but I don't know about that. Sometimes you want to see the color of a point too. I like this composition with the red and yellow mixed in. I mean, this lens, wow, it's great. Out of all the shots I took, this is a 1:1 crop. Look at that, that's amazing. That 1:1 crop looks better than 150mm I was using. Of course, the trouble with the 150 was a 3.8, so it was a little hard to focus even wide open, and maybe I didn't exactly focus, and that's always a problem. You're going to find out what are the things that ruin your picture. Focus slightly out of the depth of field, unintentional camera movement of more than a couple pixels, things like that ruin your pictures. Low contrast. You could take a picture that's marginally acceptable, and if you increase the contrast, it'll look sharper. That's just the way your eye works, I guess. So it's a fantastic lens. I'm a retired gent, so I had nothing to do but to go to the park and take a walk in the morning for an hour, while everyone's at work, and I sort of had the park to myself. Though I did see people walking their dogs, or other hikers or joggers. There's one jogger, he looks like that guy, Zohan Mamdani. I don't know if it was him or maybe it was his twin brother, jogging through the park. He said hello to me once, I just waved at him. So it's a fantastic lens. Nikon NIKKOR 50mm 1.4. Always try and pick up the best copy you could get. Don't try to get these cheapo copies because you'll just be unsatisfied if it's been banged around too many rough corners. And the Canon EOS SL2, oh, that's a nice camera. See if you can pick one up. They held their value, even used. They're close to issue price. Some of them become collector's items, and this is one of them.